I'm sitting down with my iPad because my back is really killing me. And I'm supposed to get a new piece of exercise equipment that will help my back and get me off opioids and take care of the pain generally. So that should be in a couple of weeks. So that's good. But meanwhile, I'm probably going to call in sick this morning for work this evening because I can barely move. Anyways, this video is about how anorexics and bulimics eat. And I'm going to start with anorexics and then move on to bulimics. Now, with anorexics, we restrict. And that means we take certain food groups out of our diet. We limit the amount of food we eat. We cut down on portion sizes. We don't eat meals. We do, like I did, eat 1 carrot a day and then take 50 laxatives to get rid of it. We don't drink enough water. We don't drink anything that isn't water. We restrict our intake. We take care of our intake by restricting it massively. And people can do anything from no intake, complete starvation, to 1,200 calories a day. And then they exercise a lot and get all the calories out through exercise, which is an intense amount of exercise because it takes a lot of exercise to get calories out. So it's an intense amount of exercise. And we also take laxatives and purge. We're very calorie conscious, very fat conscious, very carbohydrate conscious. We count everything. Now, bulimics binge and purge, and a binge can take up 10 to 15,000 calories. It can be enormous. And then they purge, and they purge it all out by vomiting, or by taking laxatives, or by taking diuretics, or by taking a combination. And they get rid of all the calories that they consumed. The most common way is through throwing up, but that doesn't mean it's the only way. And they get rid of all those calories, and that's a lot of calories. And some people binge and purge several times a day, so 10 times a day. And they eat and eat and eat, and then they purge. And then they eat and eat and eat, and then they purge. And I'm not saying that this nonsensical eating habits of ours make sense, because they don't. They're nonsensical, but we can't control it. We are at the control of Ed, the voice that tells us what to do. We are completely at his control, and we have to learn how to control Ed by telling him off and telling him to stick it, that we're going to eat a normal amount of food. And that's hard. That takes a lot of treatment and a lot of support and a lot of caring and a lot of support from family and friends. and a lot of support from a support team. And it's very difficult. And that is how people eat when they have eating disorders. When they have disordered eating, which is not a full-blown eating disorder, but it's some of the behaviors of the eating disorder, they also need support and therapy because they're eating in disordered ways. They're restricting, or they're binging and purging. They also need support. I know there doesn't seem to be much of a difference. There really isn't. It's just they don't meet all the criteria for eating disorders. So they're put in the disordered eating category. And EDD, NOS, eating disorder not otherwise specified, is also, they may have a combination of anorexia and bulimia, and they need our support, and they need the support of a team. And that is what I have to say on eating disorders and how we eat. Thank you very much. And if you haven't already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. We have lots of great content on this site. And I love y'all.